Merchants Bank, we're committed to creating thriving communities and helping our customers succeed. Hi, I'm Rob, the mortgage lender at Merchants Bank. It is such a privilege to work with a company where all employees are focused on providing the very best customer service. We'll be with you every step of the way as we work towards your financial goals together, whether it's growing a business, buying a home, or planning for retirement. Yeah, we're a bank, but what we really do is make life moments happen. Stop in. I look forward to making your goals a reality.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Like many of you, I recently had cataract surgery and I am loving it. My vision has never been better, driving at night is fun again, and I wake up in the morning and see. And now you're wondering, which doctor did I choose? Short answer is both. Dr. Miller fixed one eye and Dr. Reinsbach operated on the other. They are both great people and fabulous surgeons. I trust them implicitly and you can too, but just pick one.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
It's baseball season, and I know my kids always seem to bring home enough dirt from the field to create a pitcher's mound. When the battle with dirt and stains leaves you exhausted and feeling like it's an extra inning game, call Service Master by Hyatt and let us hit a home run cleaning carpet. You will feel like you're walking away with a come-from-behind win after Service Master by Hyatt gets your carpet as clean as a relief pitcher's uniform. Call us today at 507-366-7149.
Valley Auto House is a full automotive repair, shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or a major collision, Valley Auto House can handle it all. We work with all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle from the tow to completing all of your vehicle's repairs. Valley Auto House is located at Highway 3 South in Northfield, open at 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday, or you can find us at valleyautohouse.net, or you can give us a call at 507-663-1217. Go Raiders!
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
We're here for a Raiders softball matchup, the second round of the section playoffs here. Obviously, if you watched yesterday, the Raiders lost in a tough loss to the Faribault Falcons. They are down here in the losers bracket right now in the section playoff. It is double elimination, so they can still come back with it all. If they get the championship game, they would have to win too. But first, their opponent will be the Red Wing Wingers here in Austin Todd Field, here at the neutral site for the section playoffs, as always, for softball. It's a nice complex, as the Raiders are going to face a tough Red Wing team. We were able to catch up with the Red Wing Wingers head coach for an interview where AJ Reister was for us, so we will cut to that for you right now here on NorthfieldLive.com.
All right, here with the Red Wing head coach, John Bomback. Coach, you got the Northfield Raiders today in an elimination round in the section tournament. What are some of the things you were telling the ladies coming into the game today?
Well, I told them we had a game that we lost in 9 innings. They got us, and earlier in the year, they came back and won it in the last inning. So we got to finish the game this time and use that as motivation to come into this game, to knowing that we can play with them. We just got to, we got to play the full 7-9 innings that needs to be to finish the game.
What were some of the things that you were able to learn from that game against Stewartville that you're hoping you can implement here today?
Well, we just got to play tighter defense, and it's been what we've been preaching all year. Top 3 things we got to do is defense, defense, and defense. Throw in some good pitching and some timely hitting. That's the main thing of the whole thing is to, and I think every team would probably say that. Defense is such a critical part, and help our pitcher out, help them minimize the number of people that are on base, and hopefully that will help us get through it.
And this is for the Northfield broadcast, so who are some of the ladies on your squad that we should be looking out for?
Obviously our pitcher, Bree Tix, you talked, has broken some records this year. She's been up with us playing regular 8th grade, joined us on our section squad as a 7th grader. But she said she's played softball more than she's known me longer than most of her life. She's had a great season, and she's one of the ones that really look at. Amy Grover, shortstop, has had a good year as our top RBI. person, and Izzy Getzhoff has done a great job behind the plate handling Bree, because Bree can't do it alone without a catcher.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it, Coach. Good luck today.
All right, sounds good.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, thank you to the Red Wing Wingers coach for catching up with us there for that interview. Interviews brought to you by NCC Builders. NCC Builders, constructing high-quality custom homes and commercial projects on time and on budget since 1972. I was also able to catch up with one of Raider coaches, Jason Mosley, before the game, and we'll get to that interview now. All right, I'm here with Northfield Raider softball co-head coach Jason Mosley. Jason, obviously coming off of a pretty demoralizing loss versus Faribault yesterday. How do you think the team's going to bounce back after that?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, yesterday was a tough loss, but we got a good group of kids here, as you can hear behind you. They're fully engaged in the game already. We flushed that one down, and today's a new day, and that's how we're going to approach it. And everybody's ready to go to get the bad taste out of their mouth.
Yeah, and obviously, one thing that we've always noticed with this softball team is no matter what the score is, no matter what's going on, there's always smiles on the faces. They're always staying positive, always trying to just get that next step back going. Do you think that this team really excels in that, and how do you think that really happens there?
Yes, I think this team does a great job, and I'm glad people are recognizing it and picking each other up no matter what the score is. We're up, we're down, we're tied. They support each other. It's a great group of kids, and it really helps. When you're, say, for an example, like last night, you're down going into the seventh inning, you have everybody cheering for you, the home crowd, the bench, really gets your energy going. Great. It's just a positive thing all the way around, for sure.
And obviously now you're bumped down to the losers bracket. You need to win every game if you want to keep playing. How do you think this team is going to respond to that with the bats kind of struggling on that first game? Do you think that they're going to bounce back here today?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is Jocelyn and I's third year together, and unfortunately all 3 years we've the first game hasn't gone our way, and we've come down here and we've made little runs. We expect nothing less. This team has done great things all year. We got a huge age group, and a lot of them, this is their first varsity experience on them, and I think they're handling it really well, and I think they're going to bounce back. I think we're going to have a great day today and hopefully get a couple wins so we can come back next week.
Obviously, in this first game against Red Wing, you have their ace pitcher on the mound or in the circle. How do you think your team's going to go out and attack? You try to work that pitch count up, try to get her a little tired, get her out of here maybe?
Great question. Yeah, she's a great pitcher. We've seen her a couple of times this year, and our success with her is attack. She's a great pitcher, and she hits her spots. We just got to be aggressive and don't swing out of anything in the zone, but she wants strikes too. So she's going to give you something there, and you got to be patient and just go with it. You can't force it and try to pull it. If it's outside, you just got to let your bat hit it and take a single, and we'll just single them all day. You just got to kind of take what she gives. But yeah, she's a great pitcher, and our team needs to be aggressive. Otherwise, we could come up a little short.
All right, well, awesome. Thank you for your time, and have a good day, Coach.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate you having me.
All right, thank you to Raider coach Jason Mosley. Once again, those interviews brought to you by NCC Builders, constructing high-quality homes and commercial projects on time and on budget since 1972. We're going to take an ad break. We'll be back with our national anthem and starting lineups here on NorthfieldLive.com.
Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouth guard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
Don't let dry eye symptoms continue to get in the way of enjoying what your world has to offer. Although dry eye can be hard to treat and difficult to manage with over-the-counter eye drops, you're not out of options. River Valley Eye Professionals is very pleased to offer the OptiLight Intense Pulse Light Treatment, the first and only FDA-approved light-based treatment for dry eye. We're the only facility in the area with this technology and expertise to perform this amazing treatment. Find out more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Northfield is a unique town with passionate people. So much passion that it can be hard to keep up. That's why, if you're into art, local politics, sports, or anything else, Northfield Public Broadcasting is here to serve you. NPB is a free public access local television station that accepts submissions on anything you care about. NPB is a place to hear community voices and to share your own voice. Check it out.
All right, we're back here, still a little bit away from our starting lineups being announced on the field, but we can run through them with you here, starting with the home team, the Red Wing Wingers. On the mound or in the circle for them will be their ace, Bree Tix, followed up by Izzy Gutzlaff, and that she will be the catcher. The shortstop will be Amy Grove. The third baseman will be Miley Clemens. At first base will be Grace Gritzing. Apologies for any mispronunciations. Second base will be Abby Byers. Out left will be Josie Finney. The designated player will be Jessica Gabbers. The center fielder will be Brinley Schull. And out in right field but not hitting will be Naomi Schaefer. Those are your Red Wing Wingers lineups, brought to you by Ritchie Eye Clinic. If you are interested in improving your vision, scheduling a free consultation at Ritchie Eye Clinic is a great first step. And for your Northfield Raiders lineup, your second baseman, Emma Peruka, followed up by shortstop Grace Mosted. In the circle will be Christian Halfmeyer, your designated player, Lindsay Erickson. Your third baseman, Ellie Capatina. Your catcher, Olivia Horman. First base is Leah Ennedy. Out in left field will be McKenna Malika. Center field will be Rita Langford. And your right fielder, while not hitting, will be Samantha Mosley. Still a little bit away from the national anthem here and first pitch, so we'll take another ad break. So make sure to stay with us here. You're watching NorthfieldLive.com.
Merchants Bank, we're committed to creating thriving communities and helping our customers succeed. Hi, I'm Rob, the mortgage lender at Merchants Bank. It is such a privilege to work with a company where all employees are focused on providing the very best customer service. We'll be with you every step of the way as we work towards your financial goals together, whether it's growing a business, buying a home, or planning for retirement. Yeah, we're a bank, but what we really do is make life moments happen. Stop in. I look forward to making your goals a reality.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Many people tell me they've heard horror stories about all the drops needed after cataract surgery. Well, fear no more. At Ritchie Eye and LASIK, Dr. Miller and Dr. Reinsbach are dropless. That's right. No need for medicated eye drops before or after your cataract surgery. I love dropless for my cataract surgery, and you will too.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
You have a brand new house, or you just got done with a remodeling project. You want to show it off, but the construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. This is Beth Ayatt. After the work is done, let Service Master by Ayatt make sure that you don't have to do more work to clean up after the construction crew leaves. Show off and demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
A health savings account from Community Resource Bank can help you save money on medical expenses when used in conjunction with a qualifying high-deductible health plan. And HSA offers the return of a savings account with the convenience of checking, all while earning a competitive interest rate. Stop by one of our locations or visit crb.bank to learn more. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And we're back here as we just ran through our starting lineups, brought to you by Ritchie Eye Clinic, as the umpires go through with the head coaches here on the ground rules of the field here at Austin Todd Park in Austin. As it's going to be a nice day today here. It's a nice 75 and sunny. That's about as hot as it's going to get. The wind is blowing a little bit, not as quite as much as yesterday, but it's going north. 13-mile-an-hour winds with about 19-mile-an-hour gusts. As we'll see how this team's can fare with the wind. It's blowing kind of out towards right field from the home plate, so we'll see how they fare as the
coaches break their meetings to go talk to their team, and they will have the lineups announced here on the field shortly. As I believe we will get starting lineups, as I think this is the first game of the day. As they go through the announcements now, as we will be on the way shortly. This Raider team, they came off of a pretty rough loss. They had a great start in the mound, or in the circle, from Grace Mosted. They just couldn't quite get it done off from the Faribault Falcons, who also had a great day. That game went into an extra inning there in the 8th. The Raiders just weren't quite able to get it done, as Faribault was able to just put the ball in play, and good things happened for them. As we will have our national anthem here in a moment. All right, there was your national anthem. Sound quality wasn't the best here, but hopefully you heard it at least a little bit. Raider fans still filing in, as 3:30 on a Thursday isn't exactly the best day for traveling down here in the trek to Austin. But if they win, they will play again here on a different field. We're on field 9 for, again, in the consolation bracket. They'll play the loser of game 5, which would be between Winona and Casson Manorville. So we'll see the winner of this game match up against the loser of that game, and so on and so forth. The next game after that will be played later on in the weeks, as Raiders taking the field for warm-ups here, as we thought they would be the away team. They are the home team now on the field, as it looks like everything's good. Christian Halfmeyer in the circle for the Raiders. She's had a really solid year out on the circle, doing a fantastic job for the Raiders. Pitching, starting relief, whatever the Raiders need her to do, she's been doing it for them. So we'll see, hopefully, a nice run here continuing for the Raider pitcher. Of course, one of the youngest players out on the field, only an 8th grader. As hopefully we're still alive. But we'll see how the Raider bats can come out here after a pretty rough loss against the Faribault Ace. The bats just couldn't quite get it going in crunch time, but hopefully against the Red Wing Ace and Breetzix, who is a fantastic starting pitcher for them, broken plenty of school records. But hopefully the Raiders can come out and attack, get those mistakes and hammer them down, as she will be painting the corners most likely if her stuff is working. As the first batter for Red Wing will step into the box, it will be Miss Breetzix. So she will step in for the Red Wing Wingers to lead us off here. Wearing number 13, the senior pitcher, up against the Raider 8th grade pitcher in the circle. And we are just about underway for this game. Takes digging in from the right side of the plate. Halfmeyer looks in, the pitch on the way, taken, strike one called. Up and in fastball. Good way to start it off there by Halfmeyer. Halfmeyer will look in, Horman the catcher. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Another nice pitch. It'll be an 0-2 count. And the 0-2 in the dirt. Halfmeyer looked like she dropped it a little early there. So it'll be a 1-2 count after that pitch skated in. The 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on, ground ball left side, shortstop fields it. Mosted's throw gets her at first base for out number 1. Quick out there. Halfmeyer gives her shortstop some credit as the Raiders have a quick out number 1 from the right wing leadoff hitter. Bring up Izzy Gustloff. She'll dig in from the left side of the plate. As the Red Wing catcher wearing number 11 digs in. Halfmeyer's pitch on the way, misses up and away. Halfmeyer looks in on a 1-0 count. And she will miss up and in. Good idea there. Just couldn't quite find the zone. Halfmeyer pitching up a lot in this game so far. And she'll miss high there. It'll be a 3-0 count. 3-0 count, 1 out, no one on. And the pitch on the way. Taking strike 1. Halfmeyer finds the zone, brings it down just a little bit. So she'll have a 3-1 count. On deck batter Amy Grove. The pitch on the way. Swung on, ground ball right side, fielded. Capitina's throw on to first is good. Straddling the line after a sharp ground ball. She gets the out at first base. So 2 outs on ground balls to the left side of the infield for the Raiders. And that'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, the shortstop, number 6, Amy Grove. Grove digging in from the right side. This Halfmeyer's pitch is on the way. Swung on, foul tipped. Wingers in all black with purple accents. Raiders in all white with maroon lettering and some gold accents. Halfmeyer up 1-0 early. The pitch on the way to the plate. Ground ball right side. Perutka fields it. Throw on to first. All the infielders getting action here in the top of the first. We're still scoreless going into the bottom half of the inning. You're watching Raiders softball here at NorthfieldLive.com.
House is a full automotive repair, shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or a major collision, Valley Auto House can handle it all. We work with all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle from the tow to completing all of your vehicle's repairs. Valley Auto House is located at Highway 3 South in Northfield, open at 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday, or you can find us at valleyautohouse.net, or you can give us a call at 507-663-1217. Go Raiders!
Northfield Retirement Community has received higher satisfaction ratings on Minnesota's Assisted Living Report Card when compared to other assisted living facilities across the state. These high ratings in the quality of resident life and family satisfaction come directly from residents and their families. Northfield Retirement Community offers a wide variety of housing and service options that are specifically designed to meet the physical, social, and spiritual needs of aging adults. Contact Northfield Retirement Community for more information at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
We're back here for the bottom half of the first. I am Joey Hudson. AJ Reister is our producer. And joining us today, Rob Enedy. Rob, you've been following this team all year. Obviously, you have a daughter on the team. You've also been streaming them. So you've seen a lot more of this team than we have. What do you think is going to be a big key to success here for this game?
Well, thanks for inviting me out today, guys. The biggest thing for the Raiders is going to be they're going to have to get off to a fast start. When they came out last night, you could tell they were a little hesitant with the bats. Expect to see them swing right away on that first pitch. Tix is a good pitcher. She's going to throw a lot of motion. She's got a screwball. She's got a rise ball. She's got a nice changeup. The batter's going to have to expect that first pitch that comes in might be the best one that they're going to hit. So they're going to have to get after it and get on it right away. Whoever scores first is likely going to be the one to win this game.
Emma Perutka, the leadoff batter for the Raiders. Perutka, Mosted, Halfmeyer, your 1, 2, 3 batters in the order for your Northfield Raiders as she takes ball high. Good eye there from Perutka, ready to swing, but recognizing when the pitch is up and away. Tix looking in. The 1-0 shows bunt, gets it down, but foul down the third base line. Good idea there from the Raiders and Emma Perutka trying to get that leadoff runner on. Third baseman was ready to charge, but Perutka has some wheels. She can fly down that line, especially from the left side of the box. As the 1-1 pitch on the way to her. Shows bunt again, pulls back on the ball low. Usually the idea, at least in baseball, is when the batter shows bunt, you throw up and in. as that pitch missed low and away. The 2-1 on the way. Misses low and away. No bunt attempt there. It'll be a 3-1 count to the Raiders second baseman.
Come back now, here. No freebies.
As Baruka finds herself in a hitter's count to lead off the bottom of the first for the Raiders, 3-1. The pitch on the way to her. Swing and a miss on a riser right there. Good pitch by Tix to battle back. Getting Baruka to swing through a high pitch, loads up the count. That's a pitch Baruka wishes she didn't swing at, but she'll have a full count here to lead off the bottom of the first, and she will get rung up on an outside pitch. Good pitching by Tix there, setting down Emma Baruka with a good at-bat, but great pitching there from the Red Wing ace. Next batter will be the shortstop, Grace Mosted. She'll dig in for the Raiders. The first pitch on the way to her. First pitch swinging, fouled back. Mosted trying to attack that up and in pitch. Just couldn't quite get the barrel on it. And she'll dig in with one strike now. The pitch on the way, swung on a miss on the changeup. Tix pulls the string, has her well out in front. That'll be a key for success for Tix today. Trying to throw off these Raider batters' timing. As she's up 0-2, the pitch on the way to Mosted. Swung on a miss on the high fastball. Tix sets her down swinging her second K already. And that'll bring up the 3-hole batter, Christian Halfmeyer.
Hey, good stick here.
She'll dig in. And the pitch on the way to the Raider pitcher. Swung on and missed. She thought she had a good look at it. Comes up empty as that rising pitch from Tix is good, but is going to be what gives the Raiders the most trouble today. The pitch on the way, recognizing that one early. Halfmeyer with a good take there. Tix definitely slowed it down on that one. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled off. Towards the Raider dugout. Late reaction for a duck there. And it'll be a 1-2 count. Halfmeyer digs in. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Tix sets him down, swinging in order. And a fantastic first inning of work there from both pitchers. We're going to the second, still scoreless here on NorthfieldLive.com.
Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Remodeling your home is a way to breathe new life into your house, and the process can be made easy with Schmidt Homes. Their team has extensive experience in partial and total home renovations, meaning your home will be completed quickly and to your standards, allowing you to enjoy your newly renovated home with peace of mind. When you're ready to start your next project, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Don't wait to start building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
And we're back in the middle of the first pitch. The first pitch on the way to the Red Wing cleanup hitter Clemens misses up and away for ball one. 1-0 count. Halfmeyer's pitch. Swung on and missed. Good pitch there. And it'll be a 1-1 count.
Go, Miley.
Miley Clemens, the third baseman, wearing number 17, pitch at the feet there. It'll be a 2-1 count.
Ready up for your pitch.
A 2-1 pitch on the way. Call ball. Was the first pitch called a strike? It may have been. Halfmeyer looks in. The pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled off. Count will be 2-2. First pitch was called a strike.
Right on it, Miley.
So it'll be a 2-2 count.
Here we go, kid. Here we go.
Halfmeyer looks in on 2-2. The pitch swung on, line drive into right field as Mosley will be there for the catch. Samantha Mosley makes the catch in the outfield for out number 1 in the top of the second here for the Raiders. Good job ranging in. Not the most difficult fly ball there, but it definitely had some velo and was dropping fast. And that'll bring up the 5 batter, Gracie Grinston, as first pitch is called ball.
Here we go, Greasy May.
Halfmeyer looks in, the pitch on the way, line drive into right field. That one will land for the first base hit of the ball game. Well struck there by the Red Wing first baseman. And they have the first base runner for either team here in the top of the second. Good piece of hitting there. Gets a runner on board.
Let's go.
And that'll bring up the next batter in the Red Wing order as she takes strike 1 called. Abby Byers, the second baseman, digs in for the Wingers. Has a pitch on the way to her, misses high. It's a 1-1 count. Halfmeyer's pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2 the count. Good change up there from the Raider pitcher.
Hey, stay in there, Abby. Fight it off.
A 1-2 pitch, misses outside, he evens up the count, 2-2. Gracie Gurnett's leading off on first base as the batter Abby Byers digs in yet again. Byers a sophomore, the 2-2 pitch, ground ball. Shortstop, fields it cleanly, Mosted's throw to first. Doesn't get there in time, and she beats out an infield single here. Red Wing goes back-to-back base hits in the top of the second for 2 runners on with 1 out. Josie Finney, the batter now. Left fielder wearing number 8. She'll step up to the plate from the right side. The pitch on the way, taken low. Meyer with the big towel behind her. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Nice low pitch there.
Go, Josie. Keep your head in there.
Pitch on the way from Halfmeyer, swung on ground ball. Mosted fields it, throw to third, gets the lead runner. Heads up play there from Grace Mosted. Gets an out at third base. So Raider shortstop makes a nice play. The batter will be Jessica Gabbers, digging in, the designated player for the Red Wing Wingers. Swing and a miss. She was under that one. Expected a change up. The heat goes by her. 0-1 the count. Halfmeyer's pitch. Ground ball right side. Peruka fields it clean. The throw to first. Gets there. Raiders get out of the jam. Wingers strand 2. Game still scoreless going into the bottom half of the second. You're watching Raiders softball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Your car is under extended warranty. There's no need to go back to the dealership. The team at Whip Brothers has dealt with every kind of extended warranty company. With a quick call, they'll know exactly what it'll take to get your repairs covered. Warranties are there to reduce stress and risk. So let Whip Brothers make actually using that warranty as easy as possible. For all your automotive maintenance and repair needs, drive to Whip Brothers Service, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield.
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
Generally, it works best when, if there's 3-4 balls in a row, you don't say anything until that strike comes in, or there's a change, you get to the 4th and a walk.
Smart. We're back here. Leading off for the Raiders in the bottom half of the second inning will be Lindsay Erickson, the designated player. As first pitch on the way to her, hits the strike zone. Low and in pitch there. So it's my understanding Erickson and Horman just kind of swap off between catcher and designated player.
Yeah, probably two of the best batters on the team. Erickson, the best power hitter that they have for the Raiders. She's had 4 or 5 home runs. She was the one who was able to bring the Raiders ahead in the first game against Red Wing when she hit a 3-run shot dead center of the fence off of Tix. That was the deciding factor in that game.
0-2 the count, and she's swinging at a low pitch there as no drop, third strike. And she'll head back to the dugout. And the next batter will be Ellie Capatina, the third baseman, digging in. She came up a little short on a ground ball in the infield in the last game, but she seemed to walk it off after going back to the dugout and getting a runner after that.
A little bit of a rolled ankle, but she looks better now, and I know she finished out that game, which was a credit to her. She's a tough player. They're going to need her bad if they're going to get ahead in this game.
She comes up empty on a nice pitch from Tix there. As the 0-1 on the way. Taken in the dirt. Good eye recognizing that one, staying low.
One thing to watch here is the batters get all the way through the first rotation. They're going to get a chance to see that screwball and that drop that Tix has. Expect to see a little bit of a slow start from Northfield, but then things are going to catch on as they continue to bat. It might be the opposite for Red Wing, where Halfmeyer is a fastball pitcher. She's going to have to keep throwing things by, so we'll see how it goes.
She pops that one up in foul territory. First base given chase will make the catch in front of the Raider dugout for out number 2. Good play there with the wind howling a little bit. Capatina pops out in foul territory. He'll bring up Olivia Horman, the catcher. Horman was the designated player in the Faribault game, now catching today. As she'll step foot in the back corner of the box. There is a big hole right in the middle of that right-handed batter's box. First pitch on the way to her. Good take inside there.
That was a great example of the screwball call coming in. And Horman's seen this pitcher a few times before, so she's expecting to see that. Watch her come back with a rise ball now, and hopefully Horman can wait on it and get one.
And she gets that a little bit down the first base line. First base fields it cleanly. Steps on first for her second out of the game already. Raiders go down 1-2-3 yet again. We're going to the third, still scoreless here. You're watching Raiders Softball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
You have a brand new house, or you just got done with a remodeling project. You want to show it off, but the construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. This is Beth Ayatt. After the work is done, let Service Master by Ayatt make sure that you don't have to do more work to clean up after the construction crew leaves. Show off and demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
And we're back for the top of the third. Halfmeyer out for her third inning of work. 9-1-2 due up for the Wingers. It'll be Brindley Schull leading us off for the Wingers in the top half of the third inning. And then we'll go back to the top of the order. We'll see if Halfmeyer can attack, get this out here as we're just about underway with a nice throw down there from Horman. And fielders meet in the circle. And we are just about underway as she will be set to dig in from the right-handed batter's box. We're number 25 playing center field. Sophomore digs in. Very young team for Red Wing. They only have 3 seniors on the roster, one being 6, as that first pitch misses low and in. 1-0 the count here. As she'll dig in. Back foot right in the middle of the box. The pitch here. Halfmeyer misses inside there. It kind of surprises you, as especially when you're younger playing baseball at least. They would always tell you move around in the box according to the pitch speed. Halfmeyer, fastball pitcher. We're seeing a lot of Wingers in the front of the box as she'll foul that one off. Usually with a fastball you might see it in the back of the box, give yourself a little more time.
Sometimes they'll do that if they know the pitcher is going to have a good curveball. They'll try to get up on that before the ball actually has a chance to curve, and that's probably what they're trying to do here with Halfmeyer.
Definitely makes sense as that ball misses low. Also, here in this box, it's you can't really see on the cameras, but that divot in there in the right-handed batter's box is severe. So she's also not in the dirt, as that pitch will find the zone. Halfmeyer battles back to load up the count here, 3-2 the count. Halfmeyer looks in on 3-2. The pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled off into the Raider dugout. Catch is not made in the Raider dugout. Lindsey Erickson was not able to catch it. So it'll remain a 3-2 count leading off the top of the third inning as Halfmeyer looks in. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Halfmeyer gets the K, and we'll go to the top of the order with a nice strikeout there from Christian Halfmeyer.
This is usually where Halfmeyer starts catching her wind and getting going. Not always the fastest pitcher to start out, but innings 3, 4, and 5 is where she's at her best.
Definitely a starting pitcher for the Raiders as Tix takes ball low there. Softball players do not waste time when they're out here on the field.
It's the biggest difference between softball and baseball is the speed of the game.
That ball pops foul. It'll land and it'll be a foul ball. As you know, I always found it weird that softball players don't throw it around after a strikeout. But
it used to be that way, but when they got into time tournaments in the summertime, it's a little bit different where when you're on a time game, they don't want you to throw it around because they want to get to playing. They want to get as many outs and as many innings in as they can. So a little bit different. Baseball, you're always going to play 9 innings. Softball, a lot of times it's a timed event.
Yeah, I suppose I forgot softball gets timed still in older ages. That ball's popped up in foul territory. Capatina will make the catch for out number 2. Halfmeyer gets Tix to pop it up, and Capatina gets the play done. And that'll bring us to the 2-hole hitter, Izzy Gustav, stepping in from the left-handed batter's box. As she hit a hard ground ball to Capatina in her first at-bat. The pitch on the way to her misses up and away. Halfmeyer looking in. The pitch bounces, and it'll be a 2-0 count. The 2-0 count, pitch on the way. In the dirt again, Halfmeyer trying to find it. Just dropping a little early is what it looks like, just based on how she's moving after the pitch, trying to adjust. The 3-0 count. Ground ball up the middle off Halfmeyer's glove. Perutka fields it off the deflection, throwing to first. Good play by Emma Perutka off the deflection, and that'll be out number 3. Sets him down. 1-2-3. We're going to the 4th inning, or the bottom half of the 4th inning here on NorthfieldLive.com.
Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Like many of you, I recently had cataract surgery and I am loving it. My vision has never been better. Driving at night is fun again, and I wake up in the morning and see. And now you're wondering, which doctor did I choose? Short answer is both. Dr. Miller fixed one eye and Dr. Reinsbach operated on the other. They are both great people and fabulous surgeons. I trust them implicitly, and you can too, but just pick one.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
We're back for the bottom of the 3rd inning. Leanity to lead us off here, followed up by McKenna Malika and Rita Langford. We'll see if these Raider bats can get something going up against a very good pitcher in Bree Tix. It's been 6 up, 6 down for her in the early going. Leanity will dig in for the Raiders to lead us off.
This will be a good batting matchup. Leanity has seen Tix quite a few times in club play over the summer, so she's used to seeing her pitches. We'll see if she can make contact here.
The pitch on the way to the Raider first baseman. Shows bunt, and she connects, but foul. A little drag bunt attempt there from Leanity.
Well, that was contact, but in the wrong direction.
Yeah, she definitely wanted to pull that a little more, but she sent it in front of her. Catcher pops up immediately. It'll be an 0-1 count. Pitch on the way. Not showing bunt that time. Takes inside. And he's been moving her defensive position around in the last year or two.
Yeah, traditionally she's always played the catcher role, kind of worked into more of a utility, and has been over at first base most of the season this year. I think it's kind of a will play as needed kind of an effort for her this entire summer. She'll go back this summer and play mostly catcher, and then off to the college this fall for the Coppers as a catcher and a third baseman.
Best ability is availability as Ennedy foul tip into the catcher's glove. That'll be another strikeout for Tix as she has been rolling here. That'll bring up the left fielder McKenna Malika. She'll dig into the plate for the Raiders.
This is the speed side of the lineup, so you're hoping that they're going to be able to at least make contact, get somebody on. There's the bunt again.
She pulls back inside there on a low pitch. Third base charging all the way in.
Said this game is likely to go to the first team that scores, so a lot of times it's simply getting that first base runner on and then getting around.
Shows bunt again, and she doesn't pull back in time for that one on the riser. It's crazy how much those face masks make those third basemen just have no fear as they charge in on those bunt attempts.
Yeah, the really aggressive teams, you'll actually see the third baseman come up and play the same depth as the pitcher. They're trying to cut that bunt off, and even if it's a fast hit, they want to get that ball before it gets past the pitcher so they can get over to first. Shorter bases, you don't have enough time to get over there.
As Malika comes up under that 1-2 pitch, she's set down swinging, and it'll bring up Rita Langford. She had a really solid game with the bat in her hands against Faribault yesterday, so hoping to see that continue here.
Yeah, Langford really been in a hitting hot streak the last 3 or 4 games. She's been one of the most consistent hitters. She also has some of the best speed on the team.
She'll pop that one up. Second base calling for it. 9 up, 9 down for Breed 6 and the Red Wing Wingers. We're going to the 4th inning here. You're watching Raiders Softball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Merchants Bank, we're committed to creating thriving communities and helping our customers succeed. Hi, I'm Rob, the mortgage lender at Merchants Bank. It is such a privilege to work with a company where all employees are focused on providing the very best customer service. We'll be with you every step of the way as we work towards your financial goals together, whether it's growing a business, buying a home, or planning for retirement. Yeah, we're a bank, but what we really do is make life moments happen. Stop in. I look forward to making your goals a reality.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bress, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
Last year.
Yeah, I don't think they do. It's still optional, but boy.
We're back here for the 4th inning of NorthfieldLive.com. Leading it off will be Amy Grove digging in for the Red Wing Wingers. And she'll hit a ground ball left side this time. Shortstop Malstead with a great play there. Going through her bare hand side, she picks it up and fires across the diamond. A fantastic play from the Raiders shortstop on that one. Picking it up, making the out at first base. And that'll be a quick out number 1 for the Raiders as Miley Clemens will dig in for the Wingers.
Yeah, good stretch by Ennedy on that one because that one was a lot closer than it should have been there at the end.
That's something a lot of people don't realize, how much those first basemen do extra stretches there as that ball will be fouled down the third base line. But yeah, as a first baseman, that's where I always played when I played baseball. You always want to stretch out your body as much as you can in those bang-bang plays. Even if you're just not actually catching it, but you're putting your glove in front of where the umpire can see. You're making it look like you got that ball early.
Absolutely. The optics is 80% of getting the out sometimes.
The 0-1 comes up empty. Great pitch there. Halfmeyer has her swinging through it. Clemens down 0-2. Pop out to Mosley in right field in the last time up. She takes up and away there. 1-2 the count. And the 1-2 pitch from Halfmeyer. Ground ball. Malstead will field that one. And she'll bobble it a little. It bounced off the palm of her hand. And the runner will reach here in the top of the 4th.
Tough fielding conditions. Austin has a big complex, but might not always be the best complex. You see that ball just before it got to her glove, jumped about 6 inches. That's a tough adjustment to make at the last second.
It certainly, especially in the batter's box and behind home plate, looks very soft, which can really lull you into a false sense there when it hits a nice hard part and gets it bounces. There's a sharp ground ball to Mosted. She goes to 2, gets 1. The throw back to first, not in time, but the Raiders get the out on the fielder's choice. Mosted staying busy here for the Raiders.
Yeah, field conditions always a little bit dicey when you get down to Austin. I was really worried. The big rainstorm that we had on Tuesday, I know the storm kind of stalled down here. I think they had a couple more inches of rain than even Northfield did, so better conditions than what we thought.
And that's another ground ball to Mosted. She'll flip it on to Peruka at second for another out. She stays busy in the top of the 4th. We're going to the bottom half of the inning here. You're watching Raiders Softball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Randy Olson, Community Resource Bank is a pillar in the local community, providing banking, lending, and investment services. Our team continues to be a financial resource to families and businesses. With decades of trusted experience, our team is committed to your financial needs. We're here to work together with you on any project, big or small. Our success comes from our dedicated, knowledgeable, and professional employees. Stop by one of our 2 Northfield locations to see a smiling and familiar face. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouth guard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
We're back in the bottom of the 4th. Raiders 9 up, 9 down, first time through the order. Leading it off for them will once again be Emma Peruka, Grace Mosted, and Christian Halfmeyer. Hoping for a better second time through the order than the first, as now they've all at least gotten a quick look at Bree Tix and her pitches and her pitch mix, as the second base Peruka digs into the box for the Raiders. First pitch to her, misses outside, and a good start to this at-bat here.
And this really needs to be the payoff round of hitting for Northfield, because now they've seen Tix the first time around. They got to adjust, and they got to be the first ones to put runs on the board. This game doesn't look like it's going to be a high-scoring game, so whoever scores first is likely going to be the one to win.
And both pitchers have come out dealing, but Tix falls behind 2-0 to the Raiders' second baseman. The pitch on the way, taken low and away. It'll be a 3-0 count. Raiders yet to have a base runner, assuming no green light here for Peruka. She'll dig in. Raiders looking for their first base runner on the ball game. And the pitch from Tix. She's taken and gets called strike. She knew it, but she's willing to take that one.
What's encouraging here is she's showing good patience at the plate. They're not getting nervous. They're not getting rattled. Northfield's keeping it together pretty well.
And she'll draw a walk. Raiders have their first base runner on the ball game here in the bottom of the 4th. Peruka recognizes a high pitch on 3-1, and she reaches aboard to bring up Grace Mosted. She'll stay busy in the field. Now we'll see what she can do with the bat in her hands.
This is where the Raiders are going to shine. Peruka's got a lot of speed. Watch for Jostin to give her the green light and go down to 2 right away.
Corners are playing well in. The first pitch to Mosted. As Peruka takes off, the throw down, not in time. She slides in easy. And finito, Emma Peruka swipes second for the Raiders.
Now that they have one in scoring position, he's likely to hold off a little bit, not worry so much about stealing third base, because they've got a couple of good batters coming up here. Probably going to be able to drive something in, but the speed for the Raiders is really going to pay off from here on out.
Mosted showing bunt. She gets it down. Tix fields it, throws to first, but Peruka will advance to third on the sac bunt. Good job by Mosted getting that one down, as there was 2 wingers covering first. Second base was ready for it there.
Exactly the scenario that you want. You have your power hitter in the number 3 spot up to bat, and you have one of your fastest runners over in scoring position on third.
Halfmeyer takes ball high. The big trend in the MLB now is you put your best hitter in the 2 spot, as that's kind of setting the table for the rest of the order. Raiders, they kind of have faith in pretty much the whole lineup, so they can set it how they feel on it pretty much any day, as Halfmeyer comes up empty.
Yeah, a lot of batting depth on this team. There really isn't any one shining star when it comes to batting average. Everyone's pretty close to the same, but everyone can make contact and drive in a run.
Halfmeyer fouls that one off. It'll be a 1-2 count. Looking for a fly ball here. Anything to the outfield, Peruka can probably tag up or score on. Raiders will most likely be aggressive with their base runners here. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Taken, good take there. Halfmeyer, glad she got that call. You can see it in her face. It'll be a 2-2 count. Runner on third with one out. Raiders got to capitalize here. Tix's pitch on the way. Halfmeyer comes up empty. 3 Tix with a great pitch there. Striking down Christian Halfmeyer. And that'll bring up Lindsay Erickson.
Toughest pitch in all of softball to hit is that rise ball. It's working today for Tix.
As any baseball player will tell you, the up and in part of the zone is the hardest to hit. I can't even imagine when the ball's coming up. Good eye there. Erickson digs back in. Red Wing catcher with a nice grab there to probably save a run. As it'll be a 1-0 count. Erickson fouls that off. Looked like she timed it pretty well, but just under it.
Dial in here, Bree. Go get her, kid.
Erickson is the strongest batter on the team. Hopefully she's going to be able to get a hold of one of these. If they can get a rise ball that doesn't bite the air too much, she's able to put it out. That's what happened in that first game when she drove that big home run. I think she had a home run in the second game in Red Wing as well. That might be the difference here.
It'll be a 2-1 count to her. Pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled back. Off the top of the Raider dugout, it'll be a 2-2.
Let's get out of this, Bree. Let's go, Ram. 2-2.
Erickson looking in to drive home the runner from third with 2 outs.
You tell by the depth of the outfield that they remember her from the last couple of games. They're basically at the fence at this point.
Erickson comes up empty and a heater there. Tix sets her down. Raiders strand a runner in scoring position. Still no hits on the Raider game. We're going to the fifth. Still scoreless here on NorthfieldLive.com.
Dry eye symptoms continue to get in the way of enjoying what your world has to offer. Although dry eye can be hard to treat and difficult to manage with over-the-counter eye drops, you're not out of options. River Valley Eye Professionals is very pleased to offer the OptiLight Intense Pulse Light Treatment, the first and only FDA-approved light-based treatment for dry eye. We're the only facility in the area with this technology and expertise to perform this amazing treatment. Find out more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Northfield is a unique town with passionate people. So much passion that it can be hard to keep up. That's why, if you're into art, local politics, sports, or anything else, Northfield Public Broadcasting is here to serve you. NPB is a free public access local television station that accepts submissions on anything you care about. NPB is a place to hear community voices and to share your own voice. Check it out.
And we're back here for the fifth inning. Halfmeyer's first pitch on the way. Misses outside. Leading off for the Wingers will be number 8, Josie Finney. 7, 8, 9 due up in the Wingers order. The pitch on the way. Swung on a miss. Big change of speeds there from Halfmeyer.
Watching her pitch all summer, that might have been the best changeup she's thrown so far this year. That one was really off speed.
As the next pitch on the way, fouled back. 1-2 the count.
You gotta pick out the pretty one and then hit it.
Halfmeyer's changeup, usually one of the changeups that's just a tick or two below. Just a slight change. That one a few pitches ago, she really changed it up. The 1-2 count here. Ground ball right side. Peruka fields it cleanly, throwing to first. Gets the out, and we have out number 1 recorded in the top of the fifth here. Wow.
The thing that's encouraging so far is the infield has had a lot of opportunities to make plays, and they're getting it done today. Yesterday we were a little bit slow coming up towards the ball, but you can tell they're charging the ball. They've got a lot more confidence. They're playing with a little bit of an edge today.
First pitch fouled back on that one.
Now you're ready, Jess.
That's a 1-0 count. Jessica Gabbers the batter. Pitch in the dirt there.
The concern is always after a big emotional win or a big emotional loss that you come out and play flat. And really, the Raiders look like they're awake today, which is a good sign.
Probably one of the characteristics that really defines this Raider softball team is their ability to just never really look flat. I always see them smiling, walking around, laughing. As I've seen a lot of teams go out flat after a loss like that. This Raider team has not. Even in yesterday, they were staying positive, trying to stay in that one. 2-2 count now. As Halfmeyer looking for the K. The pitch on the way, swung on, fouled off by the designated player for the Red Wing Wingers. One out on the board in the top of the fifth, still scoreless on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. Halfmeyer's pitch, swing and a miss off the plate. Drop third strike. Horman's throw down first is a dot, as that will be out number 2 on a nice strikeout there from Christian Halfmeyer.
Again, a really good changeup for Halfmeyer. She must have been working on that one last night when they came back to play today. Most effective use of the off-speed pitch that she's had so far this season.
The 9-hole batter, Brindley Scholl digging in. Fouls that pitch back. Scholl, the center fielder, wearing number 25.
Hey, Bryn, we need you here, kid.
She went down swinging her last time out. The 0-1 pitch taken high. Halfmeyer looking in. And the pitch on the way. Swung on ground ball. Ennedy fields it cleanly. Steps on first for out number 3. And that will be a quick top of the fifth. We're going to the bottom half. Still scoreless here on NorthfieldLive.com.
Champion Sports is your one-stop shop for baseball and softball gear this spring. With a wide selection of bats, gloves, and game day merch for kids and adults alike. Whether you're a Raider, Knights, or Ole fan, Champion Sports is your go-to for fan apparel and swag. Champion Sports has it all. Find us online at championsportsnorthfield.com or check us out on Facebook and Instagram to know when the latest gear is in stock. Gear up like a champion at Champion Sports.
Are you looking for funds to support your business's growth? Aaron Nibby here for Franzen Bank and Trust. Franzen offers loans and other financial services designed to meet your needs. As an SBA preferred lender, Franzen Bank can help you save time by expediting the loan process from application to funding. Franzen is also consistently named a top 504 and 7A lender in Minnesota. Start your next business adventure today at franzenbank.com/SBA. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
And we're back for the bottom half of the fifth inning. Raiders set to come back with the bats in their hands. Capatina to lead it off for them, as Tix is out for another inning of work here up against the Raiders. She's been dealing so far. We'll see how the Raiders can attack. Capatina will look in.
A lot of confidence in both these teams. No defensive changes whatsoever for either team so far in the game. So
having faith in the lineup they put out is Capatina. Ooh, good play by Tix there, and a ground ball back to her. And she is retired on a put out from the pitcher. Good play there, getting the glove down on her right foot. And that'll bring up Olivia Horman. Quick out number 1 here in the bottom of the fifth. As the pitch on the way to the Raider catcher, taken high. The count with 1 out. She grounded it out to the first baseman in her last time up. It'll be a 2-0 count.
this is the slice of the batting order that you can kind of call the contact group.
We'll get one here now.
Usually you're not going to see a lot of power. They're not going to drive it all the way over the fence, but if they can get a runner on, that's all they really need to do.
She takes ball high. 3-0 the count, excuse me. As Horman looking for a walk here to get something going for the Raiders. Looks like Paige Christensen will be the runner if she gets on. The pitch on the way to the plate. Taking strike one. Good pitch there by Tix. Knowing Horman wouldn't swing, she was able to just get one right across.
Yeah, the big difference between this team and the last couple of years' teams, you had players in the past like Graff and Balster and those guys that could hit long balls.
As ground ball is shortstop, gets her out at first base. As Horman was pretty close to beating that one out, only by a step or two, but she is retired for out number 2.
This team is a little bit more like the Twins of the early 90s where, as long as they were getting base runners on, they were able to chip around and move around and keep chewing on them, a little bit like the Piranhas, like they used to call them.
And he steps in with 2 outs. She rips a fly ball down the left field line, but that one is well foul. Definitely had the height and distance, but a little too much on that one, a little early. Ennedy with a good swing, though. Got a nice inside pitch, put a good swing on it. And she'll dig back in.
Hey, you're up 1 here now.
Ennedy digging in. The pitch on the way from Tix, taken high.
There's a rise ball that just didn't come out of her hand right. Watch her to come back with a screwball on this one, see if Ennedy can sit on it and get it to come in.
The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss.
Well, the call was right, but the swing was wrong. That was a screwball, and Ennedy came over the top of that
1-2
one.
here, be smart.
1-2 the count. The pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. And he's shut down swinging. We're going to the 6th inning here. Still scoreless on NorthfieldLive.com.
Merchants Bank, we're committed to creating thriving communities and helping our customers succeed. Hi, I'm Rob, the mortgage lender at Merchants Bank. It is such a privilege to work with a company where all employees are focused on providing the very best customer service. We'll be with you every step of the way as we work towards your financial goals together, whether it's growing a business, buying a home, or planning for retirement. Yeah, we're a bank, but what we really do is make life moments happen. Stop in. I look forward to making your goals a reality.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Many people tell me they've heard horror stories about all the drops needed after cataract surgery. Well, fear no more. At Ritchie Eye and LASIK, Dr. Miller and Dr. Reinsbach are dropless. That's right. No need for medicated eye drops before or after your cataract surgery. I love dropless for my cataract surgery, and you will too.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
We're back for the 6th inning. Christian Halfmeyer still in circle for the Raiders. Top of the order due up for the Red Wing Wingers as Tix digs in. The first pitch on the way to her shows bunt, pulls back. Halfmeyer not with the best release on that one. It'll be ball 1.
Looking for it now, Ram.
1-0 the count.
Breeze has actually died down a little bit here since the beginning of the game. It's a little bit calmer, which is probably going to help Red Wing more than it'll help Northfield. Pitchers who get a lot of movement a lot of times don't want much of a breeze. Pitchers that are going to throw hard like Halfmeyer are going to want a little bit of a breeze.
As there's a sharp ground ball up the middle, and Bree Tix reaches the board with a base hit. She was 0 for 2. Now she's 1 for 3. As Gutzlaff will step into the plate from the left side of the plate. She hit a sharp ground ball off of pitcher Halfmeyer's glove, and Peruka was able to field it at second base, throw her out at first in her last at-bat.
This is going to be a good test of Horman's arm here because they're likely to send Tix down right away. There she goes.
There she goes. The throw down. Orman with a good throw, but she slides in under it as Tix is able to swipe second base. Good throw, solid tag, but a little high on the throw, and Tix shows off the wheels. The pitch on the way. Called strike low and away corner. 1-1 the count.
They're not going to send her down to 3, likely until they get to the next batter.
There's a ground ball up the middle. Good play there by Halfmeyer in the circle. She'll chase the runner back a little. Flip down to second. We have a pickle. As we're going to get to third base safely as Tix slides in under the tag. Raiders hesitated a little too much there, trying to get it down to third. And we'll have 2 runners in scoring position as Gutzlaff was running the whole way, now on second base.
Tough play. You know, you want your infielders to be a little bit more in front of the base when you see that. Try to cut that off. Tix did a fantastic job of running that one out and anticipating that they weren't going to be able to get the tag down in time.
Grove hits a ground ball up the middle. They'll go for the runner at first, and they will take the out. Red Wing takes the lead, 1-0 the score in the top of the 6th inning here. A little surprised the throw wasn't coming home, but the Raiders do get an out. The next batter digging in will be Miley Clemens, a third baseman digging in for the Wingers with 1 out and a runner on third. The pitch on the way, swung on ground ball into left field for a base knock. That'll plate another. Red Wing now up 2-0 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Now the Rangers fall into the danger zone a little bit. They get 2 or 3 times through the rotation. They start timing out the pitcher. Fielding is going to have to be really sharp to keep him in this, because a 2-0 lead in a game like this a lot of times is enough to do it.
Abby Byers digging in with a runner on first and 1 out. Halfmeyer's pitch, taking Horman's back pick to first, keeping the runner honest. She had a big lead as she is called safe, and she will finally get that time call. Kennedy holding the tag the whole time.
Good throw there by Horman.
Fantastic move on the back pick. Pitch on the way, ground ball, chopped foul.
All right, gotta protect her. It's on the ground.
It'll be 0-2, Halfmeyer ahead.
It's going to be important for Northfield to keep their heads here. They're going to be feeling it now. It's a
Here we go, Gracie.
one loss and done kind of a night, so Monsters knocking at the door.
Ball in the dirt, runner takes off. Horman's throw down to second, nabs her. Olivia Horman with a fantastic throw and a great sag from Grace Mostad applied, and they nab the runner trying to swipe second. Great play by the Raider catcher, recognizing the runner taking off on a pitch in the dirt, and she guns her down.
Give a lot of credit to Mostad on that. She knew that that runner was going to be coming in, and those cleats were coming towards her glove, but she kept her glove down and in there and got that tag out.
And a pop-up. Ooh, Horman just can't quite hold on to it. Really tough play there. It looks like some dirt got kicked up in her eyes from the ball. A really tough play on a spinning ball right on top of her, on top of the plate. As she's waving that one off. Just a little dirt in the eye, but she'll wish she had that back. It'll remain a 1-2 count, however. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled off. And it will remain the 1-2 count. Bottom of the sixth is going to be very important for the Raiders. You don't want to have to try to walk it off. Or you don't want to have to at least get two and walk it off in the bottom of the seventh. So you're definitely going to want at least one run in the bottom half of this inning. Is a great pitch there. Has her swinging through it. Throw down to first. Gets her. We're going to the bottom of the sixth. Red Wing now up 2-0 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard here. You're watching Raiders Softball on NorthfieldLive.com.
NCC Builders has built and renovated custom homes and commercial buildings since 1972. We are committed to providing the Northfield area with high-quality construction with a singular focus to bring your vision to life. I'm Adam, the president of NCC Builders. You can rely on our experience and attention to detail for your home or business. Take the first step. Contact us at nccbuilders.com or 507-645-8975.
The Quarterback Club of Northfield knows just how hard the student athletes work each and every sports season and would like to wish all of the Raiders athletic teams the best of luck this year. After practice is over or before the big game, stop into the Quarterback Club and grab their roasted chicken, tender baby back ribs, or famous broiled burgers. Short on time? Call ahead and they will have it ready for you to carry out. They serve lunch and dinner, so no matter your busy schedule, the Quarterback Club has something for you. Good luck, Raiders, and we'll see you after the game. The Quarterback Club, off Highway 3 in Northfield.
And we're back here for the bottom half of the sixth inning. McKenna Malika to lead us off for the Raiders. Raiders now down by 2 after a nice top half of the sixth with the Red Wing Wingers bats in their hands. We'll see how the Raiders can respond. Malika struck out her first and only at bat so far in the game.
Might be time for the Raiders to pull out the small ball game. They haven't been doing a great job of getting contact.
Called strike inside there, Malika.
Just getting base runners on is everything at this point in the game.
Raiders need to get the runners on and then capitalize. Being able to drive in those runners in scoring positions can be very important. Malika goes for the bunt there. Does not connect. Falls behind 0-2.
Hey, you're way up here now. Be smart.
This is tough because you really can't bunt in this situation, but Raiders going to have to figure out a way to get at least the first couple of runners on here or they're going to really be in trouble.
The pitch on the way to Malika. Throwing up on a nice pitch from Tix. And she's sent back to the dugout. Rita Langford will be the next batter for the Raiders, the 9-hole hitter with Emma Prutka on deck.
She bats in the 9 position, but that's not because of her batting average. She's been doing a great job of getting the ball on the bat.
I do like the idea of a second leadoff hitter there, setting the table for the top half of the order that the Raiders are employing.
Langford also probably has the best speed on the team, so if they can get her to first, she'll be to third pretty quick.
The 1-0 count to her. The Raiders center fielder sends a chopper to second base. She fields it cleanly and overthrows first base. Langford reaches safely. She'll dig for 2, and she'll pull in there with an E4, and the Raiders have their base runner here. It's not exactly how they drew it up, but Rita Langford gets it done. Ball in play, make a mistake. Rita Langford shows off the speed as well.
Well, this is how it starts. Like we said, we have our fastest base runner on second base right now. All they're going to need is a little bit of small ball contact from Peruka, and we're going to be able to get a runner over to scoring position.
Outfielders shading off to the left side on the left-handed batter. She'll show bunt, pull back, and it'll be strike one, I believe, or we'll see what the call was. Don't know if she pulled back in time. It will be an 0-1 count.
With one down, it's not really a stealing opportunity here for Langford quite yet.
Show bunts again, pop it up, foul, and caught by the first baseman. What a catch by the Red Wing first baseman, showing off great range, getting over into foul territory. Gracie Gurnetz with a fantastic catch. I don't know what the umpire's signifying there, but the runner did advance to third base. Rita Langford with some heads-up base running.
So I believe what happened there was the ball ended up going over into the dugout with the player, and that's an opportunity for the runner to advance because as when the ball goes out of play, automatically the runner can advance there. Got to keep it on the field.
Right there, Bree.
Well, works out. Runner on third now with 2 outs. Mostad needing a base hit to give the Raiders deficit down to 1.
Mostad has a home run this year so far.
She pops that one up right field, camping under with the sun in her eyes. She is able to make the catch and then falls down after. And that will be out number 3. We're going to the 7th. Raiders down 2-0 in the Heritage Bank scoreboard here. You're watching Raiders Softball at NorthfieldLive.com.
Of buying or selling your home? Don't go at it alone. Did you know there are nearly over 200 steps to the real estate process? 200 things to consider, be aware of, 200 things that could impede your ability to buy or sell or compromise the actual closing day. Alas, have no fear. You can contact one of our local and relentless agents at Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group anytime to answer all of your real estate questions. Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group. We're unstoppable together.
Valley Auto House is a full automotive repair shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or a major collision, Valley Auto House can handle it all. We work with all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle from the tow to completing all of your vehicle's repairs. Valley Auto House is located at Highway 3 South in Northfield, open at 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday, or you can find us at valleyautohouse.net, or you can give us a call at 507-663-1217. Go Raiders!
And we're back for the top half of the 7th inning. Paige Christensen taking over at second base for Emma Perutka, the senior, getting some time in the field here as she has been a leader on this team. Paige, a very nice gal. I've had plenty of classes with her as she was definitely one of the reasons why I passed geography the first semester of junior year. Little chopper back to the pitcher. Halfmeyer's throw on to first, retires the leadoff batter here in the top half of the 7th inning. Abby Byers with a weak little dribbler.
This is really the do-or-die time here for Northfield. They're going to have to hold them. They can't allow anything to score here in this inning, and they're going to have to come back and have hot bats, which hasn't been the case so far.
Josie Finney digging in. She'll take ball high. Crouch batting stance for the Wingers left fielder. Able to get those high pitches called balls. And she'll hit a chopper down foul. And he was given chase.
It's always tough to win 2 games against a team in a season, and it's really hard to win 3. And the Raiders are really bucking the average here for trying to pull this 3rd win off with a heck of a headwind.
Halfmeyer looking in on 1-1. The pitch swung on, line drive caught by Mostad. Oh no, it just goes out of her glove. A great effort. Mostad almost comes up with it, but a nice base hit here for the Wingers. Would have been an insane play from Grace Mostad on a diving catch. Just can't quite get it.
Credit to Christensen to get over there that fast and make the backup. That easily could have been a 2-base play if that had rolled at the outfield, but they keep it in, so they keep the runner at 1.
Alexa Gutstaff will be the runner on first base here. Getting a punch runner with some extra speed. Wingers trying to increase their lead. Currently up 2-0 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. 1 out runner on first base as the batter Jessica Gabbard digs in.
So there goes the steal signal. Watch for her to take off.
First pitch on the way to Gabbert. Ground ball right side. Christensen can't quite get there. It's into right field for a base hit. She had a mile to run as it's going to be a base knock into right field. 2 runners on with 1 out now for the Red Wing Wingers. The 9-hole batter here, it will be Brindley Scholl. That's a ball that, just with such the small confines of a softball field, you rarely ever see the pitcher being able to get over there in time. But, you know, obviously in a baseball field, it would be the first base flipping into the pitcher, as they'll get another runner out here. Another pinch runner for the Wingers will be Kylie Bray, sophomore, coming in. Assuming there will be re-entries from the batters coming out. But for now, Brindley Scholl will dig in for the Wingers. Halfmeyer looks in, the pitch on the way. In the dirt, as the runners will try to advance. Horman's throw down to third. Pops out of the glove. Runner was safe. As Capatina waving her off, she'll go grab it. And the runner's in scoring position now.
Get on that one, a dangerous play to throw it down to third. I understand the motivation to try and get that out, but now with the bases loaded, Northfield in a little bit of trouble here.
Capatina more just trying to knock that one down there, as was her job on that play. As Braves will take a mound visit, come out, talk to the pitcher, and make sure the strategy for everyone is clear, assuming infielders in, trying to gun down a run.
Yep, look for him to bring the infielders in. You're going to try and keep the pitch in a spot where you're going to likely pull a ground ball, immediately go to home with it, and keep that run off the board.
That low and away corner is most likely we'll receive this one. Probably something soft, try to get a roll over. As you said, just a weak contact. Runners on second and third with 1 out for the Red Wing Wingers.
Tough spot for the Raiders here because you're going into the beefy part of their batting lineup again.
Halfmeyer looks in. And the pitch on the way. Taken ball low. Top of the order. Up next, it was called strike low in zone.
Smart pitch to keep it down low.
And swing and a miss on a strike there. Back pick at third. Horman just keeping the runner honest. Halfmeyer ahead, 1-2. 3-6, on deck batter. The pitch on the way to Scholl. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Christian Halfmeyer as she sets her down swinging for out number 2 here in the top of the 7th. The batter will be Bree Tix digging in, and they will intentionally walk her here to load up the bases.
Theory here is that the ball can go anywhere for that next out. Again, smart coaching on the part of Northfield.
I 100% agree with the decision. The next batter due up will be the catcher, Izzy Gustav, so she had to take the equipment off, and she'll run out not being able to get any on-deck looks either. That was also kind of part of the decision.
Absolutely. Tix, their leadoff batter, by far their best athlete, by far their best hitter. Smart to put her on one and hope that you get a ground out here.
Pitch on the way, Gustav. Outside, back pick to third again. Orman keeping the runner honest. She had a lot of faith in her and Capatina both connecting on that one.
Yeah, dangerous play on that one.
1-0 the count. Halfmeyer looking in, the pitch. Called strike 1. 1-1 the count. 1-1 the count. Halfmeyer looking in.
Watch for a changeup here.
That is strike 2.
Well executed pitch. Changeup just on the outside corner. That's exactly what she needs to do.
1-2
throw
count.
a low fastball here.
The pitch swung on. Chopper, shortstop. Mostad fields it clean to throw to first. Gets out number 3. Raiders get out of the jam. Wingers strand the bases loaded. But we're going to the bottom of the 7th. Raiders down 2 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. You're watching Raiders softball here on NorthfieldLive.com.
Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. In this recently expanded area of our campus, we have increased daily licensed nursing coverage, making it possible to provide a higher level of clinical care and monitoring to those in need of additional support. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. Contact Northfield Retirement Community for more information at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
At Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
We're back for the bottom of the 7th inning. Breed 6 still in the circle for the Red Wing Wingers. Christian Halfmeyer going to lead it off for the Raiders. Here down by 2, trying to get back into this one.
If you're going to find 2 batters on this team to pull up at this point to do the batting to save this season, these are the 2 to do it. This is going to be Halfmeyer followed by Erickson. Probably the 2 best power hitters on this team. Look to them to get on base or hopefully get a hold of one and put it over the fence.
Halfmeyer digging in. Of course, 8th grader in her first varsity season has played a tremendous role in this team, and she will for years to come. As she'll dig in, and Tix will also. The pitch on the way, taking strike 1. Big at bat sets the table for the rest of this last inning. Tix looking in. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Halfmeyer falls behind 0-2. Got to stay confident and protect.
Hey, be smart here.
Watch for the rise ball here. Sneak up in the box. Time this one out.
The 0-2, swing and a miss. Halfmeyer set down swinging for out number 1. And a big strikeout for the Red Wing Wingers.
Northfield has 2 outs left for this season. They got to make hay if they're going to do it now.
Right away, Bree.
Lindsay Erickson digging in. Pitch on the way to her. Misses inside.
There's that screwball. She'll likely come back with a rise ball.
Ellie Capatina on deck. The pitch on the way from Tix. Swing, ground ball, foul. Raiders not pinch hitting. They're going to let the starters go out here and try to get this back in. The pitch on the way to Erickson. Swung on, high fly ball into left center. Left center fielder can't make the catch. Erickson digging for second, and she will pull in with a 1-out double here in the bottom of the 7th inning in crunch time.
Boy, if the breeze had been blowing the other way, that one goes out.
Oh, yeah.
That was about as close to a home run as you're going to hit in this park today.
A well-struck ball. And we're having instant replay brought to you by Community Resource Bank. There you can see it out in left center field. Center fielder just can't quite get a glove on it. And Erickson's able to pull in. They'll get a runner for her. It'll be Tatum Sawyer going to run on third base for the designated player, Lindsay Erickson.
Might be deja vu all over again. In that first game against Red Wing, Capatina came out and hit a home run after Erickson had hit a home run. So if we can get a couple of long balls put together here, we're back in this game.
Capatina will step in. Olivia Horman, the on-deck batter.
Hey, gotta have them, kid.
Ball sails in from the other field. As the umpire gets the substitution sorted out, we will come back to play. Ellie Capatina, the batter for the Raiders. Runner on second with 1 out. Raiders down by 2 in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch on the way from Tix. Taken low. Pitch gets away a little bit. Sawyer didn't get a jump on it, and she'll stay at second. Smart base running there. If you don't get a good jump on it, no need to risk it in a spot where you're only the runner that cuts it down to 1 point. The pitch on the way to Capatina. Swung on, fouled off. Tying run at the plate for the Raiders.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. When you have one down here, there's no point in taking risks. Got to have 2 or else it's all over.
The 1-1 pitch, taken high. That'll get to the backstop, and that will allow Sawyer to take third. No risk on that one. High pitch from Tix. Gets away from her. And now, chance to bring the game within 1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Raiders want a base hit from Ellie Capatina. The 2-1 count. Pitch on the way. Taken, strike 2, 2-2 the count. Capatina knew it. Wasn't ready to turn around that fastball, and she'll dig in on 2-2. 2-2 the count with 1 out.
Watch for the changeup here.
Pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled off. She stays alive.
Good job of chasing that rise ball and getting it out.
Very well done.
Good, Bree. Good pitch.
Pitch. Tix has gotten a lot of strikeouts here today on. Capatina is able to foul it off.
62.
Harmon the on-deck batter here. 2-2 the count. The pitch to Capatina. Swing and a miss. Tix gets the K. Raiders down to their last out of the season.
Plays at 1. Let's go. We don't care about the runner.
Olivia Harmon digging in. Trying to prolong this Raider season. Open stance for the Raider catcher. Pitch on the way to her. Taken, ball high.
You ready for this pitch to come back in the zone? This is probably going to be the best pitch that she's going to see at this plate appearance.
1-0 count. Harmon ready to attack. The pitch on the way. Taken high. 2-0 the count.
Another rise ball. Tix may be getting a little bit tired here.
Tix been missing a little bit. 2-0 the count with 2 outs. She'll look in. The pitch on the way. Taken low in the dirt. Sawyer will go home, and she will score. Raiders get their first run of the ball game. It's a 1-run game here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. As now, tying run at the plate. Raiders have no base runners. Trying to get something going here is Olivia Harmon with a 3-0 count.
This is a tough one for a batter. Normally you're going to want to hold off and see if you're going to get a pitch that you can hit. They need to be aggressive at the same time.
I'd say green light.
Absolutely.
Green light if she likes it. Raiders do need base runners, but if she can get a hold of one, it'd be very big for the Raiders. The 3-0 pitch called ball, and she will draw a 4-pitch walk. Olivia Harmon gets it done. Raiders have her base runner here. Tying run on base. Leah Ennedy, the batter.
Nothing hurt here now,
As number 19, Lauren Halfmeyer, will be the courtesy runner for the catcher at first base.
Halfmeyer with good speed. We'll see if Dostin decides to send her down to 2 or not.
Ennedy digging in. With 2 outs. Raiders down to their last one. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Halfmeyer got a big jump, but held up.
Ennedy batting smart here. She's way up in the box. She's anticipating that rise ball.
Basically on the plate. As the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. She falls behind 0-2. Got to settle in here.
Don't screw around here.
Ennedy typically a contact hitter. All comes down to this one.
The pitch on the way. Swing. Foul tip. Ennedy stays alive. A big foul tip there. Catcher not able to hold on. And we'll do it again, 0-2. Raiders down to their last strike. Ennedy looking to prolong this season. The pitch on the way from Tix. Swing on, foul tipped into the catcher's glove. Raiders are set home by the Red Wing Wingers. A tough game. Raiders not able to get it done. Good pitching performances from both teams, but the Raiders fall to the Wingers, who will advance in the tournament. A good season ended by a great team. We're going to take an ad break. We'll be back with our Service Master Buy It post-game recap. Make sure to stay tuned here. You're watching Raider Softball on NorthfieldLive.com.
Live doesn't just provide game coverage. We provide opportunities for Northfield youth to showcase, learn, and experience many aspects of media. This opportunity gives students a chance to get real-life experience and build their writing skills. Working at Northfield Live isn't just about the on-screen coverage. The reports and stories about games, athletes, and coaches are just as important as broadcasting the game itself. If you or someone you know might be interested in learning how to write stories about local high school sports, we encourage you to call, text, or email us at the Northfield Live page anytime. From all of us at Northfield Live, go Raiders!
It's baseball season, and I know my kids always seem to bring home enough dirt from the field to create a pitcher's mound. When the battle with dirt and stains leaves you exhausted and feeling like it's an extra inning game, call Service Master by Hyatt and let us hit a home run cleaning carpet. You will feel like you're walking away with a come-from-behind win after Service Master by Hyatt gets your carpet as clean as a relief pitcher's uniform. Call us today at 507-366-7149.
And we're back. The final score here in Austin. Raiders fall to the Red Wing Wingers 2-1 on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. A hard-fought game. Wingers had a nice inning in the top of the sixth, and that was all they needed. Raiders tried to mount a comeback in the bottom half of the seventh inning, but just not quite enough, as it was a very good Red Wing team that knocked off the Raiders. Obviously, it's a tough loss at the end of the season, but still plenty to hang your hat on from all this team. And all the seniors, those are Leia Anady, Paige Christensen, Samantha Mosley, and Rita Langford. They all had really good seasons contributing on and off the field to this team. Young players that are going to step up in the future for the Raiders, but it's always tough to say goodbye at the end of the season. It was a really hard-fought battle. It was a really good start from Christian Halfmeyer on the mound. She went 7 whole innings. She only allowed 2 earned runs, had 4 strikeouts, but an even better day on the opposite side with Bree Tix going 7 the complete game, only allowing 1 hit, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 13 strikeouts. She was able to pretty much dominate these Raider hitters. Lindsey Erickson at the end, that was the Raiders' only hit with that double, according to Game Changer at least. With a really fantastic job from the Red Wing Wingers, knocking off a good Raider team as they just weren't able to get it done here in crunch time. And it sucks to end the season on a note like that, but, you know, there's always stuff to improve on, great memories to look back on for this Raider team, and we'll see how they can come back next year. A hard-fought battle versus the Red Wing Wingers. They get knocked off, as that will be our Raider softball season. Thank you for tuning in here on NorthfieldLive.com. Sucks we weren't able to get so many softball games in on the schedule this year. We'll definitely try to bounce back next year, but very good season from our Raider team as we'll look ahead to baseball and lacrosse sections starting up this week and next. Baseball with their first section game this Saturday. We're not sure exactly what time or who that's against, but make sure to tune into that on NorthfieldLive.com. Look at our upcoming schedule on our website and on social medias at Northfield Live. Rob, you got anything else to add at the end here?
You know, what I really see is there's a lot of hope. It's sad for the 4 seniors who are going to be leaving. Certainly a short end of the season is not the way that they wanted to go out, but I don't know as that there was a lot of things that were unexpected with a young team. There's things that they have to grow on. There's been slow starts to the season. The batting has been erratic at times, but overall they show a lot of promise because with all these young players, you could see that the tone and the pace of the game never really changed throughout the entire course of the game. It wasn't too big for them. It wasn't like they came out flat this time. They've got a lot of things to improve on over the next summer and into next fall, but look for them to come back pretty strong. You look at the teams that did well in the conference this year. Owatonna, really at the top of the conference, they had 9 seniors. A couple years from now, Northfield's going to be in that position, and it's always a cyclical thing. You typically have a lot of seniors and then a smaller group and then a lot of seniors, just like we did last year. A very powerful team for Northfield last year. Northfield's going to be in that same position about a year or 2 from now.
Northfield, a very junior-heavy team. About half the team is juniors, then the sophomores and the younger players as the Raiders have their final team meeting out in right field with the seniors walking off the field here for the last time in a Raider uniform. There is still the club season for most of these girls to look ahead to, or at least the ones that are playing, but it will be tough to say goodbye for some of these players. As thank you to all of them and everyone who tuned in for this game and throughout the season here on NorthfieldLive.com. I've been Joey Hudson. AJ Reeser has been producing this game. Rob Anady was able to join us here for this final game. And from all of